So we're here at a clinic in New Zealand, and I finally captured this on video. I've seen this quite a bit. So Amanda here does some Western performance stuff with this horse. And one of the things she has been taught to do is to just go ahead and do it. Just pick your hand up and squeeze your legs perfectly, like that. Okay, very good. And what are you trying to do when you do that? Collect. So you want to, most people's answer is I want a head to go down and a back to come up. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when a horse collects, those two things will happen. Its head will go down, its back will go up, and then the only part that's important is they will rock their weight back onto their hind end. Okay. Now I'm going to have you do that again. Robin, see if you can zoom in on this horse's legs, and I want you guys to watch this horse's legs. So if this worked like it's supposed to work, you would see this horse, its head would go down, its back would go up, and it would shift its weight back. So you'd see its front legs do that a little bit. What you're probably going to see here is its head's going to go down, its back's going to come up, and it's going to do that. And what we're trying to do is not make matters worse. And it looks to me like every time I've ever seen this thing done, every time you pick your hand up and squeeze your legs, they actually lean forward. If I had a set of bathroom scales under all four of her feet, if she does this, oh, like she did this a second ago, those numbers in front would get taller. So just go ahead and very slightly, but you notice that horse's hocks didn't bend at all. There wasn't much of a shift forward, but I guarantee you there was not a shift backwards.
I can tell you that's exactly what happens when we're moving.
That's what happens when you're moving. That's what happens when you stand still. I guarantee if you're going forward and you do it, your horse will be going, well, however it's going, it will then do that and have a bit more of that right there. Just go ahead and do it once more. See if we can see what her legs do. There we go, right there. You just saw it. See, everything shifted forward. And the thing you are trying to do with these horses is get this end connected to this end. So if you start to take the slack out of the reins, their hock, that thing there should go, boing, should start to bend. They should start to put their weight on their hocks. And I've seen that a lot, and I've seen a lot of people that they think they've been told that's what they should do because they're trying to get their horses' heads down. We're not trying to get your horse's head down. Everybody thinks if you do Western, you're trying to get their head down. You are not trying to get their head down. You are trying to get their weight on their hocks. But if you pick up the range and they do that, I guarantee you're not getting their weight on their hocks. So think about this as a conduit or a telephone line for your information. It goes from here to there. Really, try this yourself. You don't have to try it, but if you get on the ground like this and put your back like that, your head immediately get all my weight's on my hands here. My back's bent that way. My head's stuck in there now. I can pull it down. Like that. It's not very comfortable, but I can pull it down. And when I relax, it goes straight back up. Whereas if I put my back like this and shift my weight back there, my head just automatically went down. Now I can lift it up, but when I relax, it just goes back down again. And so what tends to happen, with this sort of stuff is if you teach your horse to go around on its front end, it wants to stick its head up, and then you've got this little trick to get its head down. Now your horse is on its front end with its head down, and then you wonder why, well, I can't get my horse to...
Slow down.
What is this one canter like? I bet it's fast. Yeah. If you want to figure out what this horse's canter, or what this horse feels like at the canter, get a large box that you can barely reach the front of like that. Fill it with books and carry it around, and it will make you do that. Does that make sense? That's what happens when you do the fake thing and fake the head down. Like, the really good, let's say I do the reining, the really good reining horses, they go around with their heads down. The reason their heads down is because their bodies are organised. Those guys aren't trying to make the heads go down, they're trying to make all this stuff back here work. And if a horse has got its abdominals tightened up and its weight rocked back and its shoulders up and it's relaxed, I guarantee its head will hang down. But you can make the head hang down and not have all this part right here. Does that make sense? Cut. I wanted to get that on film.